Hey, it's Debbie from Haven Inspired. Thank you so much for visiting our channel. It is 2021. Someone yelled Jumanji because 2020 was obviously a board game. Um, but anywho, so I'm so excited to jump into this year's first video. Today, I'm going to be talking about 6 ways to step out of your comfort zone. The perfect time to talk about it. 2021's a new year. Let's hit it. Let's make it work. Let's do some big things this year. If you haven't subscribed yet, this channel is all things self-care, self-help, and a few laughs in between. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the notifications button for new videos. So let's go ahead and jump in. Okay, so 6 ways to step outside of your comfort zone. Being comfortable is easy. Believe me, I get it. It's a human reaction. If you're comfortable where you are, then why change it, right? But in order to grow, you have to step outside of your comfort zone. Being comfortable with discomfort leads to growth. So, these are just 6 ways that I found that will definitely push you to step outside of your comfort zone. So, number 1, shut down and eliminate all excuses. And really, that's just to stop giving your excuses life by speaking them out loud anytime that, a situation comes up where you're like, okay, I want to do this, but take that but out. There shouldn't be a reason for you to undermine yourself or to psych yourself out. Stop psyching yourself out. Ultimately, you want to make sure that if you do have goals, things that you want to do, things that have been in the back of your mind that you're like, should I do this? Should I not? Why not? Go ahead, jump into it. If you feel the fear, it's perfectly okay to feel that fear, but definitely do it anyway. Feel the fear, do it anyway. Okay? I want to start a business, or I want to go to school, or I want to travel the world. I want to write a book. I want to start a YouTube channel, but remove but from your vocabulary. Just say and make your statements of what you want and do it. There shouldn't be a but. If your but is, I don't have the funds or the means to do so, find other ways to do it for free. Or say you don't know the right people. Find ways to get in front of the right people. Stop the excuses. Stop undermining your goal. Stop. Go forward, go ahead and do it, eliminate the excuses. Number 2, take baby steps. If it's something that you really, really are scared to jump into, if it's something that's costly, or if it's something that definitely will change your life 100%, take baby steps. Give yourself very small milestones. Do the easy stuff first, so that way it gets you geared up and it gives you momentum to do the hard stuff. Take baby steps if you need to, but do something, because being comfortable and just sitting where you are is not working either. So definitely make sure to, if you can't just jump or dive into it, at least take some type of baby steps to go into it. Number 3, get comfortable with discomfort and things that are unfamiliar. When you're uncomfortable, don't run away when it comes to this particular goal that you have set in stone for yourself. Running away is comfortable. You know what I mean? That's going to keep you where you are. If you have goals, if you have aspirations, if you have things that you want in your life, definitely get used to being uncomfortable. Instead of avoiding or putting things off, make the effort to put yourself in these particular situations. So if you really want to be a public speaker and you really want to get in front of people, but you're shy, or you have anxiety when you go in front of people, or just, you have just this feeling of being uncomfortable, being in a large group of people, literally put yourself in those situations consistently. That way it's more comfortable. That way it's not unfamiliar. That way you put yourself in front of the right people. And then when that time comes, because sometimes God has a way of putting you in the right place at the right time, and you want to make sure that you're prepared. So if speaking is something that you want to do and you need more practice with, when it comes to your job, volunteer to speak up in small groups, or volunteer to do small presentations or anything along those lines. So that way you're kind of just thrusting yourself into it. So that way when that big ticket thing comes, you're already prepared and you already know what you're going to do. Another thing would be procrastination. So just making sure that you're not procrastinating. And I used to really be a really big procrastinator. And the way that I got out of it is just making sure that whenever I have to do something, I do it in that moment. I do it when I think about it. And if I can't do it in that moment, I write it down and I give myself a deadline as to when I want to have it done. And that has really helped as far as getting me out of that procrastination wheel. Because procrastination is also another way of just staying in your comfort zone. You just put it off. Oh, I'll do it later. Stop the procrastination, pull yourself out of that crazy wheel, and make sure to start taking those steps to do the things that you want to do or the things that you need to do. Number 4, surround yourself with risk takers. Surround yourself with people that you consistently see push themselves out of their comfort zone. People that try new things, that travel, that jump out of their day-to-day and does several different things. Surround yourself with people who are also going to encourage you to take those risks, that are going to encourage you to step out of your comfort zone. And then also surround yourself with people that are also going to help you get with where you want to go to. So if you want to, again, be a public speaker, surround yourself with people that are in that arena or that are doing it. And as you begin surrounding yourself with them, their influence will slowly impact your behavior. Number 5, identify the benefits of stepping out. Pick out how stepping out of your comfort zone will impact your personal and professional growth. Write it down however you need to do it, but just really highlight what that will do for you to give you that motivation to step out of your comfort zone. But it really does start with you. It has to start with you, your mind, your heart. And it's definitely going to take you really, really digging in deep and bringing up the courage to step out of your comfort zone. When it comes to the benefits that you have identified, meditate on those things, pray on those things. Make sure that you really engulf yourself in those benefits. Picture where you want to see yourself and do that on a consistent basis. Continuously have a visual of what your final outcome will be. As long as you have that in the forefront of your mind and you consistently keep it there, that will give you the motivation to step outside of your comfort zone. But again, it really starts with you, and you really have to take the time to not hold yourself back. We are our worst enemies sometimes, and staying complacent and comfortable is so easy. So make sure to dig within yourself, pick yourself up, and make sure to move forward. Don't get stagnant. Don't stay there. Because eventually, even if you are happy now with where you are, there's going to be an instance where you're going to feel complacent. You're going to feel plateaued. You don't want to wait until you get there. Push yourself to step outside of your comfort zone before you even get there. Number 6, see a misstep as a teacher, not as a failure. A lot of times people don't want to step outside of their comfort zone because they are afraid to fail. Also, it could be on the opposite of they're afraid of success and what success will bring. But when it comes to failure or missteps, just take those opportunities to learn from those situations. There's a lot of times with many of my goals that I have tried to that I made mistakes that you either didn't know, or even someone may have told you like, don't do it this way. You're like, okay, I'm just going to try, and it don't work. So don't take those situations as a reason to go back into your comfort zone. Take those situations and make sure to learn from them. Use the information that you got from that to try again. Or if it's just a silly mistake, laugh at yourself. Like, I have laughed at myself so many times doing this YouTube channel. Like, so many times. And it's all trial and error. So don't get discouraged by the process, because as soon as you start the process, you step outside of your comfort zone. You're like, okay, I want to do this. You try it for a couple of weeks, or you do whatever, or you start whatever you're wanting to start, and you mess up one time, or something doesn't go right, or someone says something that's negative, about whatever you're doing, and you go back into my little shell, back into my comfort zone. Don't do that. Definitely use those situations to push you forward and not push you back. Naysayers, or people that have negative comments or have some type of criticism, definitely, even I feel like with criticism, even if people are being negative, there can sometimes be truth behind criticism. So if it's a criticism that you're like, maybe they're right, maybe I should try it that way, use that information and try it that way. Don't just negate and say, okay, well, they're right, I shouldn't be doing this, yada, yada, yada. For example, let me give you an example. So if, just using the YouTube channel, if someone posted, this video is dumb, I can't even hear you. That's an actual critique. And I can be like, she's just hating. Or I could say, hey, maybe I should look into some type of, microphones or something. Maybe that will help. So that would be something that you would say, okay, they're just being negative or mean about it. But in essence, it could be something that could help you. Definitely try to allow your missteps to teach you and not necessarily stop you. All right, y'all. So I really hope that this was very helpful for you. Stepping out of your comfort zone is not easy. So good luck. Definitely let me know in the comments, what things you're going to be doing this year to step outside of your comfort zone. 100% make sure that you stop the excuses. You take baby steps if you need to. Get comfortable with discomfort and things that are unfamiliar. Surround yourself with risk takers. Identify the benefits of stepping out, and see missteps as teachers, not failures. So yeah, I hope that all is very helpful. If you haven't subscribed, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications button for updates. Until next time, I will see you all later. Bye.